Our commercial-free Workday Rock Block coming up at 8.
First, we got to check it out.
Rock the Bank cash to give away today. 13 chances for you to win $1,000 just for having JRR on and listening for the keywords. Those will start going out at 9 o'clock. Yes, it is Tech It Out time. All right, iPhone users concerned about having previously deleted photos suddenly reappearing. In some cases, nudes that you thought you had blasted into oblivion. Mm-hmm. This was widely documented, and Apple has got kind of a bad issue with this situation. But on Monday, they say they have issued a fix for the, quote, rare issue where photos that experience database corruption could reappear in your photos library, even if they were deleted. They aren't saying anything beyond that. A lot of the tech sites are going, obviously, this is a privacy concern, so it raises valid questions as to how Apple stores photo data and whether iPhone owners can truly trust that their deleted data is actually deleted. And again, Apple staying mum on this.
So that's our update.
That's the update. Supposedly there was a fix issued. If you're an iPhone user, it shouldn't be an issue anymore. Chip maker and tech company
but if it already happened, oh, well,
NVIDIA, noted chip maker and just, quickly becoming a Wall Street titan, blows their revenue projections out of the water yesterday with just an incredible earnings report of $14.88 billion in the first quarter. That's up from $2.04 billion a year earlier. Why? Why the big jump?
Well, because all the chip problems a while back?
Their chips were the first and most widely used in the ever-emerging AI world. NVIDIA started getting into this 10 years ago when it was like a far out there crazy loony idea.
Yeah.
And first in, a lot of times, drinks the most water out of the trough.
You better believe it.
So they really have single-handedly kind of taken the tech sector as far as stocks go and just to the moon.
That's just one of those things where you wish, why couldn't somebody have just said, hey, Bob,
put $100 down in this?
Kind of like the person did to my dad years ago about, hey, Bob, something's coming to this town when he was buying a house. Remember I told you that story? And that something happened to be Disney.
Yeah.
Because he was deciding if he was going to buy a home here because he was being transferred to London. And, thank God he bought here.
Speaking of AI, Scarlett Johansson is lawyered up after the makers of ChatGPT released an AI voice she says sounds eerily similar to her own.
Have you heard it?
Yes.
It does.
OpenAI announced Monday they were pulling the AI voice known as Sky because of its similarity to Johansson's voice in the 2013 movie Her, even though the voice was done by a, quote, different professional actress who wasn't trying to mimic Johansson. Okay. She has a different perspective. She says OpenAI CEO Sam Altman reached out to her last September asking her to offer her voice, and she declined. She then said, when I heard the release demo, I was shocked, angered, and disbelief that Mr. Altman would pursue a voice that sounded so eerily similar to mine that my closest friends and even media outlets could not tell the difference. She also pointed out that when Sky was released, Altman posted the word her to social media.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Another sign that the cable and satellite industry is seriously taking this streaming invasion and undercutting their business. Comcast this week announcing they are rolling out a bundle where they will offer their customers Netflix, Peacock Plus, and Apple Plus as a bundle for $15 per month.
Give those again. Netflix?
This is Comcast Cable will be offering a bundle of Netflix, Peacock, and Apple TV Plus for $15 a month. Both Peacock and Netflix will include ads. The discount is about 40% less than one would pay if those were purchased separately. So just another option for consumers there. The trailer for Peacock's How Music Got Free is out. This is going to be a two-part documentary. It's going to be interesting. it tells the story of the ascent of file sharing technology and its effects on the music industry, artists, and fans in the late 90s and early 2000s. That'll premiere on Peacock Plus on June 11th. It is incredible if you stop and think how different we consume music now than the way you used to. You used to have a physical copy in some way, shape, or form, be it a record, a CD, a cassette, an 8-track, whatever it is, and then everything went digital and into the, unknown things went. And in the course of things, artists who create all this stuff feel like they had their pants shorted.
Yeah. I tell you what, just from the radio perspective, with you and I being in this business so long, we talked about it the other day behind the scenes. Remember, we were talking about a reel-to-reel machine.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Carts, those little things you'd have to stick in for the commercial.
Those kind of look like 8 tracks.
Yeah, like 8 tracks. Yeah. Then when one stopped, you put another one in. You'd have to have all your CDs there, record. Oh, I got in it right when the record was kind of like, you didn't really have to mess with it that much.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you got to restart it and what. But then when it went digital, I remember looking at it thinking, oh, this is scary. The computer's taking over.
Well,
now look.
It's the whole, change is hard thing applied to this industry. But again, us sitting here looking back how it used to be, I'm like, man, that was really a lot of work compared to what it is now.
Thank God it changed. If we ran phone calls, and I know this is going behind the scenes, pulling the curtain back, but Pat and I were talking about it. With the reel-to-reel machine, when you taped phone calls, if there was a cuss word in there, you had to cut tape, splice it back together, and then play it before the song. Now you just touch a button in the computer and it's done.
Yeah, it's
great.
It's incredible the rate at which things move along. What else do we got here?
And by tomorrow, they'll have AI replacing us.
Speaking of AI, I mentioned this a few weeks back. It does look like this is going to happen. Amazon plans to give Alexa an AI overhaul, and with that will come that overhaul and additional capabilities with a monthly subscription price. Now, don't hear this wrong. If you've got your little Echo device or whatever you use, your smart speaker, you're still going to be able to ask, Alexa what time it is, what's the temperature.
Put it on 101.1 WJRR.
Correct. But the new enhanced version, which will come with much greater capabilities and functionality, is going to be monetized by the company. So just know that changes are coming should you want to up your game when it comes to Alexa.
Choice. You still have a choice.
Yeah. For now. Anyway, there you go. That's your tech news. Stick around for Lynch and Taco's commercial-free Workday Rock Block. Got that coming up at 8 o'clock.
Lynch and Taco. On demand, download the iHeartRadio app.